basically a double feature for American Fork. So, yeah, I'm really.
Well, should we, without further ado, this?
We should.
Further ado.
Okay.
All right.
Without
Okay,
further
I'll take
ado.
my- okay.
Oh, we got some more news.
And we're back.
You fucking
Okay.
idiot.
Walt,
Graham McCormick family is
down.
still
Come on.
loudly here with us in the studio today.
No,
What are
You
we
guys
supposed to
could
do now?
stop
I don't wanna talk about it.
arguing so we can get on with the show.
no.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
I concur.
Fabulous. Also, during the break, Detective Scoop returned from his New Jersey sojourn, hopefully freshly showered.
Absolutely, Bethany. I wouldn't have dared to enter your studio without freshening up first. It befuddles me why they call New Jersey the Garden State. I've never seen a garden of glass shards, broken tanning booths, and sadness.
That's certainly something. Don't you think so, Amanda?
Bet. And you know what else, B? It's starting to feel like 1773 Boston up in here.
I don't follow.
Because of all the tea that's about to be spilled.
Oh, killer reference, Amanda. I didn't think young people knew history anymore. And thank you, listeners. For the last time, this is American Fork. All right, a brief recap for any of you who got confused by all the hullabaloo before the break.
I wouldn't blame you, fam.
After Detective Scoop discovered that the mysterious owner of Tony's Pizzeria was Principal Melinda Graham here, we noticed some inconsistencies in what she and her employee, Mitt Pingle, previously told us. But before we could question Mitt, he disappeared.
It's chill, though. Scoop Daddy was able to track him to the same town in Jersey where he had previously done mission work.
And just as we finished playing the recording where he incriminated Miss Graham herself burst into the studio to admit that she was the one who orchestrated the theft of Big Arza.
Yeah, it turns out her side hustle is having some major strugs. So she was hoping to get a bailout from the town, but didn't think they could swing it without insurance money. At least, that's what she said, anyway.
That's right. Before we could finish questioning her, her sister, Melissa, who just so happens to be the wife of Mayor Walter McCormick, also barged into the studio with Mayor Walt hot on her heels. She claims it's her husband who's the real criminal, not her sister. And that about brings us up to speed.
So much sus behavior. Let's shine a light on this shade, shall we?
Absolutely. We're sitting here with one professed criminal, one accused criminal, and the head of the PTA, all ready to spill their guts. Detective Scoop, now's your time to shine.
Indeed. Though, I'd like to think my illuminating deductions and bright observations have been a guiding light all along. All right, Melissa, it seems you've got a lot to say. Why don't we start with you, and just you? Everyone else, if you could please keep quiet until Mrs. McCormick has spoken her piece.
Fine.
Thank you, Detective Scoop. As I was saying, what feels like ages ago, I can't let Melinda take the fall for this. The true culprit is, unfortunately, my dear, dear Walter. And what did Walter do? Well, Bobby, to put it bluntly, he betrayed me. He betrayed the town. He betrayed himself. And most importantly, he betrayed Joseph Smith.
Oh, okay, just a minute now. This is too much, gosh darn it. If I'm gonna go down, let me at least be the one to tell the tale.
Oh, put a sock in it, Walter. You heard Bobby. It's my turn to speak.
But it's me you're talking about.
Fine. It's not like I'm unaccustomed to your interruptions anyway.
Big yikes. Trouble in mayoral paradise. Watch it, young lady. Well, here goes. I suppose this is my confession.
Yes, these moments are why I got into public broadcasting.
Well, it all started 3 years ago. I was feeling a bit bored, tired of the drudgery of my everyday mayoral responsibilities. I was looking for some excitement, I suppose. A rush, if you will.
Ah, I know the feeling, my long-term acquaintance. Tell me, what sort of rush did you seek?
Anything to make me feel alive! Unfortunately, I found it in a most sinful arena, one fraught with temptation. It was a gambling ring. Whoa, the mayor is a high roller. I wish.
Well, what was it? Blackjack? Poker? The ponies?
No, it was something far more insidious. It was a hamster ring.
You fought hamsters?
You monster. I truly cannot even. No. It's not like that. It's an actual ring, like a racetrack. And they run around it, and we would take bets on which one would finish first. More of a race, less a fight to the death. I may have sinned, but I'm not morally bankrupt.
Just financially bankrupt.
Okay. Well, that's better. It's still very odd and a little upsetting, but better.
That's a fair criticism. Well, I got in too deep. Kept betting on the Robovorsky dwarf, which was a rookie mistake. A gray dwarf would have been the way to go. I should have known better. Anyway, that ring took me for all I had over the last couple of years. I needed money. And there was only one way to get it. Becoming a TikTok sensation? No. Regrettably, I found myself with no other choice but to dip my hands in the city's pockets. It was supposed to be just a loan until I could make it back. There was some money we were going to use to start the American Fork Historical Society, and, well, let's just say it'll be a few years before we're able to schedule our first meeting.
My God. Think of the taxpayers. Those poor Forkians.
I couldn't believe it either. My dear, dear Walter, corrupted beyond recognition by that repugnant rodent ring. Oh, heavens.
That's true. I gave into temptation. I'll never forgive myself.
That is a dark tale indeed. Melinda, you've been awfully quiet over there. Do you have anything else from which you'd like to unburden yourself? I suppose I've gotten used to taking a back seat when my sister is in the room. Hey, I'm just trying to help you. Oh. Fine. Thanks, sis. Wait, how about you let me take it from here?
Yes, go ahead.
Walt.
I'll go back to sitting quietly in shame.
Great. Let us know how that works out for you. Well, a few months back, Walt came to me and said he needed money. A lot of money. Those hamsters really had him spinning in circles.
Oh, got him.
I knew that was a good one. I couldn't resist. Anyway, all my cash was tied up in investments, so I initially told Walt I couldn't help him, but then he told me that if I didn't come up with the money somehow, he would make an anonymous tip to the press about some somewhat illegitimate practices we employ at Tony's. The plot thickens. Or should I say, the sauce thickens.
Wait. I've eaten at Tony's. What are you doing to the food?
Well, before the FDA got wind of it, we had been using unpasteurized cheese on some of our specialty pizzas.
No wonder it's so dank. That's actually kind of epic and very European of you.
It's a disgusting crime, is what it is. We're humble people from Utah. The last thing we need is influence from the French.
Whoa, okay. Family drama really can come up in the most unlikely of places. Melinda, please continue.
While I could sing the praises of raw milk cheese for hours, the FDA agreed with my sister. But Luckily for me and my business, Walt somehow made the whole thing go away. The FDA left me alone, and we continue to serve the best slices in town. So much deception. Walter, you got my sister out of a legal scrape only to blackmail her? How could you? Missy, can you please let me finish? I'm almost done, I swear. So we hatched the big Arza plan. We figured the money from the insurance claim would be enough to cover what Walt embezzled, and that would be it.
And it would have worked, too, if it hadn't been for you and your infernal radio crew. This is a podcast, sweetie.
Wait a minute!
Jeff?
That's right. The king of the fork himself is here. And you're gonna love this. Oh, I'm about to rub your faces in it. Sweet vindication.
Jeff, what the hell is going on? Who let you in here?
And don't forget about his partner in anarchy.
Yeah, we all see you, Sid. Why are you guys here?
Well, we had some information you rank amateurs may want to hear. Brought to you by our newest sponsor, Parent Jeans. Because no matter how lame your jeans fit, they shouldn't be gendered. Welcome to the future.
Get on with it.
That's right. We uncovered some fucking truth bombs, and we're about to light the TNT, baby! Sound guy, play our shit.
Yeah.
That really
No,
isn't
do it.
necessary, Evan.
Do it, Evan. Do it.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's too late then.
Wait until you hear this. You're all gonna rue the day RFA fired the one and only Jeff King.
I doubt that.
Listen up, everyone. And don't forget this news flash is coming from the king of the fork. I have it on good authority that... Y'all ready for this?
Sure.
Good. I happen to know that Melinda Graham is the owner of Toadies.
Wow. Incredible.
I know, right? Pretty amazing detective work. Take that, RFA.
Jeffrey, my boy. Well, I hate to disparage your sleuthing. We did discover that particular tidbit over a week ago.
Yeah, Jeff, that is some old ass tea. Hey, maybe that should be the name of your new podcast. Old ass tea.
For real, Jeff. This isn't a good look for you.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see you do better.
Jeff, literally, everyone just confessed.
Yeah, we're doing just fine.
Well, you still haven't found what's his face? Kyle.
Curtis.
Curtis.
Right. Yeah, that little shit.
Actually, Jeff, we have.
Oh, hey, Teresa. When did you get here?
Oh, I've been in the booth the whole time, just like always. Oh, whatever. It's time you all know the truth about our dear friend Curtis. To help me tell it, I've invited some special guests to the studio today.
Jesus, more people?
I believe you all remember Blaze and Koosh, the two whippersnappers from the big city.
Not these hooligans again.
Yes! What up, fam?
No one says that anymore.
Unless they're washed up millennial.
Got him.
Now, you kids be nice to each other. The truth is, Evan and I found the man you all knew as Curtis Landers waiting tables in Park City weeks ago. But he goes by a different name now. One you wouldn't have heard.
Oh? And what name is that?
Jack Nicholson.
Like the actor?
Yeah, even I know who that old dude is.
I'm confused. So, Curtis, Goes by Jack Nicholson now. Is he a big fan of The Shining or something?
He didn't get to pick the name! It's the one they gave him.
The one who gave him, good woman.
Whitpro, duh.
She's right, I'm afraid. Curtis is currently in the Witness Protection Program, and I couldn't tell anyone out of fear for his safety.
Yeah. Dude used to run cave from New York to Philly for our soon-to-be ex-stepdad until he turned state's evidence. We recognized his picture right away.
So, you mean to tell me that our production assistant was smuggling drugs from one major city to another on behalf of a drug kingpin? I don't know about kingpin. The feds took down the whole ring last week in like 5 seconds. Hey, maybe that means your boy can come home.
Ooh, that would just make my summer.
Okay. Then he flips on this guy, gets put in witness protection, and just so happens to get placed in the same state where we were investigating Big Arza's disappearance, and the stepchildren of the man he turned on are currently living?
Stranger things have happened.
Name one.
So there really was no connection between Curtis's disappearance and Big Arza's disappearance?
Not unless you count coincidence.
I do not.
Yeah, but B. We still solved the disappearance of the Big Arza and accidentally uncovered embezzlement, blackmail, and an FDA violation in the process.
Yeah,
What?
No. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Just say it, Jeff.
You know what? I
Okay.
made a new friend.
Oh.
See,
Sid.
yeah.
Right?
Oh, we know, Jeff. We know.
So after that huge revelation, what happens now?
I know. Flash forward! Good afternoon, RFA listeners, and welcome to the American Fork Where Are They Now special. We're coming to you from our home studio in Philadelphia today, and may I just say, it's great to be back in the city of brotherly love.
Or should we say sisterly love? What up, sis?
I'm joined in studio today by my new permanent co-host, Amanda Waverly.
I had a career glow up, you guys.
She sure did. But we aren't here to talk about ourselves today. Nope, today we're going to take you on a journey to somewhere mysterious and yet familiar. We're going back to American Fork, Utah. To clarify, we aren't going back to American Fork ourselves, but we did send American Fork's favorite son back to his hometown for this special event.
And he's on the line now. Sup, Scoop Man?
Greetings, Bethany and Amanda. My, it has been a while.
It sure has. 6 months to be exact. Why don't you tell us where exactly you are right now?
Well, Bethany, I'm currently standing on the side of Route 74 where disgraced former mayor Walter McCormick is picking up trash.
That's right. I'm cleaning my spirit and this highway in one fell swoop. For the citizens!
And may I just say how well this orange jumpsuit suits you?
That's mighty nice to hear, Bobby. I do appreciate it. You could definitely say I've fallen on some tough times. After the final episode of American Fork aired, it didn't take long for Johnny Law to catch up with me. At least my trial was speedy, and for that I thank the good Lord. That's about all I've got to thank him for these days.
Yes, I did hear the news about you and Melissa splitting up. Tragic.
You can say that again. I do understand it, though. When we got married, I promised her 8 to 10 kids, not 8 to 10 years of hard time. I suppose I've got it better than my former sister-in-law, though.
Oh? What makes you say that?
Ask her yourself.
Fries or coleslaw?
Fries!
Fries or coleslaw?
Fries, please.
Fries or... Oh, Detective Scoop. What are you doing here? Good afternoon, Principal Graham. Or should I say, Lunch Lady Graham. Ha ha. My career isn't exactly heading in the direction I wanted. But at least I still have a job, unlike my jailbird ex-brother-in-law. Yes. How is it that you were able to remain gainfully employed by the school, in spite of having what I assume is a criminal record? The judge went easy on me because of the whole blackmail thing. Still, I lost Tony's, my other properties, and my dignity. Thankfully, though, my last act as principal was to hire myself as a lunch attendant. It's not much, but at least it's an honest living. Are you hungry, Robert? The cheese is pasteurized. No. Thank you, though, Melinda. Unfortunately, my palate is too refined to enjoy the simple pleasure of cafeteria food. That is a shame. Well, I suppose I'd better get going. Off to see the new mayor. Oof. Good luck. And to you, Melinda. I do hope our paths cross again someday. Or not, whatever.
Mayor McCormick's office, please hold. Mayor McCormick's office, please hold. Mayor McCormick's office, Cindy speaking. Could you hang on just a second? Hi there. Do you have an appointment to see the mayor today?
More of a drop-in, but I do believe the mayor is expecting me. May I ask you something, though, young lady? Let me guess, why didn't I go back to my maiden name after Walter and I split? Melissa! Or I guess it's Mayor Melissa now. It sure is. And to answer the question you were going to ask, in spite of everything that's happened, folks around here just really like having a McCormick in the mayor's office. People are funny that way, I guess. You can say that again. So, how are you taking to your new position? Like a fish to water. Turns out, being the mayor of a small town with a pretty happy constituency isn't so hard when you didn't have a gambling problem or a penchant for blackmail. Who knew? Now that is good news. And your personal life? Well, the kids miss their father, but they get to visit him a couple times a month. And I'm hanging in there. It took many consultations with my priest, or with my bishop, to forgive myself for giving Walter the D word, divorce. But I finally realized that this was God's plan for me all along. They've even gone to a couple speed dating events at the church. Ah, yes, nothing like an LDS get-down. Well, I know you're a busy woman, and I don't want to take up any more of your time. But before I go, I have one final question. Ask away. How's the town getting on without its famous deep fryer? Well, after you managed to track down what was left of it, thanks again, by the way, I decided to use the insurance money for its intended purpose, to finally launch the American Fork Historical Society. Their first act was to open the official Big Arza Museum. So, anytime folks miss it, they can go visit its mangled metal corpse and learn a little something about its history. You really should check it out while you're here, Bobby. There are some wonderful photos of your father on display. Yes, I'll, try to stop by if I have time. And believe it or not, in the spot where Big Arza once stood is now the town's first vegan food cart. And it's up to over 5 happy customers a day now. Another win for veganism. Well, Melissa, it has truly been a pleasure. Thank you for your time. Don't be a stranger, and I mean it. You call me next time you come home. You may be a big fancy detective now, but to me, you'll always be Bobby Scoop, my first pick in dodgeball. Indeed. Well, I'll be on my way now. Until next time.
Wow. Are you still with us, Detective Scoop?
I am, Bethany. And I must say, it's been quite an enlightening trip.
Facts. But I feel like I still have a few questions, like, What about Blaze and Kush? Did you see them? Did they ask about me?
Unfortunately, those young whippersnappers are at Lollapalooza, so I did not get a chance for one final interrogation. Though their grandparents tell me they both made honor roll last term.
Good for them. And did you happen to run into Sid and Jeff? I still can't believe you stayed there, by the way.
I did. They've given up the radio game and started a support group for divorced men. I'm happy to say they both seem to be doing much better.
Love that for them.
And we do have an update on Curtis from our new executive producer, Teresa Marshall.
Thank
Teresa?
you, Bethany. Oh, I did it again. Oh, sorry.
Okay, sweetheart,
I am
know, you're
very
new.
okay. I'm still learning the role.
I know.
Okay. I am very pleased to announce that Curtis is safe. The people who were after him have all been apprehended, and he was given clearance to return to his regular life. However, he has chosen to remain Jack Nicholson, as he believes both the name and the lifestyle better suit him. Back to you, Bethany.
That's an odd turn. I guess that leaves us with just one last question. What's next for you, Detective Scoop?
Well, Bethany, I'm going to keep doing the only thing I know how to do. Solve the most perplexing gastronomic mysteries of our time. When a priceless serving platter goes missing, I'll be there. When a restaurant's opening night is sabotaged, I'll be there. And when a sommelier inexplicably pairs a luscious piece of halibut with a burgundy, oh, I'll be there. I go where I am needed, with only the truth as my guide. That is my vow as the world's foremost culinary detective. Now and forever.
Well, that one's on me for expecting a straightforward answer. Thank you for your service, Detective Scoop.
Until the next caper.
And on that note, let me just say, for the last time, that from all of us here at RFA, this has been American Fork, the special Where Are They Now episode. Stay hungry, America.
Fork in hell.
Oh!
Yay!
Good
job.
Nice cameos.
Excellent, excellent. Oh yeah, those
We're
cameos
naturals.
were spot on.
They were.
My
They
God.
were. Wonderful job with this series, guys. You left us
Yeah, it's
hanging
great.
for so long, and then we finally got the mystery
The
solved.
finale did not disappoint.
It did not, and
No.
Good.
all of our favorite characters got to come in and do their best work here. I can't wait for Gary to use Teresa's voice in something.
Teresa's voice.
I
for
can't.
audio.
Yeah.
Like,
Teresa
like
needs
your
to spin
life,
off. Teresa just
everyday
needs to spin
life,
off. Yeah.
maybe.
The whole audiobook.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Narrated by-
Theater
It'll be
production.
the story of her narrating an audiobook so she can have her asides.
When
Her
I first
memoirs.
went to
Go
the
off.
studio, I
Yeah.
was so confused.
Oh. And then, how do you say that word?
Yeah. So, guys, how does it feel to be finished with this series, writers?
Bittersweet, I think, is probably. It feels cool to have finished it. Exactly how we planned out from week one for sure. But yeah, it'll be. It's good. I'm gonna miss writing some of those characters for sure. But it was really, really fun to do, and I love that we went. I mean, we were just like, all right, let's just kind of blow out everything with the finale, which was super fun. So yeah, we'll miss writing it, but we'll keep writing some other stuff related, so it'll be fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to anything you guys bring in. Anybody else have any questions for Ian and Emily about this series?
Where did you get the idea for a hamster ring? Because I
Ian has to answer
y'all
that.
didn't see, but I broke down laughing when we first started.
Ian came up with that, but I was the one who researched the breeds of hamsters.
Yes, Emily got the breeds. I was like, in my head, I was like, all right, well, I was like, maybe he'll do something actually sinister. And then it was like dog fighting ring. But then it was like hamster ring. And mostly for the joke, because it was like, I was like, all right, hamster is funny because like it's not fighting to the death. It's literally a ring that hamsters run around. So I was like, yeah, I did that. That just worked. And it was just hilarious. It made sense with Walt too, and the rest.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
You know what would be really great is if it wasn't like a track that goes around, but if they were all on their own wheels. And
that's what I'm envisioning.
The wheels actually like raise a flag like on Mario, you know, like when you're
But the wheels are
and that actually
in
powers
a ring,
the electricity
so they're trying
to
to
the
run
historical
towards each
society.
other.
See, like I would do that though. I would
Yeah, is
totally
there
put
something
money on
ethical,
that.
like ethically wrong with this?
I feel like the
Is
hamsters
this-
are having fun and getting
I mean,
good
the
at
hamsters
it.
are going to be running around on those wheels, you know. Well, in any case,
It's the gambling. It's the
We're
gambling.
all, we're all
the
hamsters
hamster
on
ring,
wheels, all right?
Ethically okay. So we're good on this as a team. We all agree.
As long as they're
Hamster
paid.
wheels.
Everything you do in life is a gamble, you know. It's
Right.
all just a bunch of different shades of gray, really, you know.
My search history this week is great because it was breeds of hamsters, highways in Utah, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, positions in the Mormon Church, which apparently I still didn't get right because Annie came in with the save during rehearsal. But
The Utah
it's been a
Secret
weird week
Service
for my search history. Yeah,
they're on to you.
Yeah. Right on, guys. Well, thanks again so much for bringing this live show to us.
Oh, sure.
And by
Thank
the way,
you guys.
anyone who's missed any of our Soundbooth Theater live episodes, go check out our YouTube channel. You can find all of the American Fork segments separated out and ready to watch in a series. And you know, there's going to be some characters that get played by different actors sometimes. You know, we couldn't always fit everybody into the schedule, but I think we did a great job. I'm actually kind of debating going back and watching it myself, like now that it's complete. I mean, Ahmed or Richard, how long do you guys usually take to segment out and post all the segments from each episode?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 days.
4 dings.
4 days. Okay.
4 hours.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
cool.
You guys just watch out. The very last episode will be posted as a segment in its own playlist. So not the one episode in its own the entire American Fork series will be in its own playlist. All right. So yeah, if you guys are curious how the rest of this show went, go check it out, man. It's really a lot of nothing happening,
and then
a lot of fun doing
in a hilarious way.
I have to say, we worked really hard to make sure there were no continuity errors, but there is one.
Oh no!
And whoever finds it gets the prize.
Oh, okay.
Whoever finds it gets the prize.
I like that.
All right, yeah, that's a good idea. So email us at info@soundbooththeater.com. Tell us if you found
subject line Emily and Ian's mistake.
Yeah. Tell us what inconsistency there is. I don't even know the answer. So hopefully we'll get a flood of emails coming in telling us what you guys did wrong.
And it's like a story error, not like they played that character in that episode.
No,
you'll
find that'll happen a few times. That's not
I was like, don't email with that.
No, you email that, you get blocked. All right, you're out. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, hey guys, we got Alex Reisman in the green room waiting to be interviewed. You guys have a fantastic day.
All right, thanks guys so much.
Thank you guys.
That was fantastic.
America.
I'm gonna miss hearing that. I'm gonna miss hearing
me
that
too.
in our Soundbooth
We can
Theater
still
live.
play it.
Yeah, why not?
It's in one of our chats somewhere. It's just like walking down the street.